everyone. Today we have Col Ashokan K, former GTO of 11 and 19 SSB. As we have just discussed in the last session regarding service experience and predominantly about army and defense. So now even sir and I am very interested, and most of the viewers are interested regarding SSB in general and in particular. So, sir, now many candidates out here are going for SSB for n number of entries, starting from NDA, 10 plus to BTech, TES, ACC entries, and CDS, AFCAT, and SSC Tech. There are many entries, sir. So, what would be the mindset of particularly for 12th class entries, which is basically just after 12th, and for graduation entries? So, kahin na kahin there are difference in mindset as well, sir.
Okay. Now you see, you also know that from we start selecting armed force officers from plus two level, as you are aware of. Earlier, 1 year before, this was only for the boys. Now the girls also has been invited to join the armed forces in the plus two levels. Okay. So that is a great, show of Nari Shakti which the government has really done for them. And you will be very happy to know the first batch of India candidates, the girls batch, 19 girls finally went in the merit. There was some 40, 43. 19 girls went in the merit. First batch, history of, NDA. Out of this 19 batch, we have 10 selections from Olympians, right? And all India merit number 1, 4, 8, all from Olympians, right? So I'm so proud of to say that, the milestone entry into the armed forces for the girls, we have a very important share to be proud of. So now you ask me, what is the mindset? See, mindset is very simple. Mindset is to be part of the national security apparatus. So the candidate who is coming, we are not looking for job seekers. If you remember what I told you earlier, we're not looking for job seekers. Now what happens is, we find when we select armed force officers and we see the candidates, see through their personality, we find many times that many candidates are just job seekers. They're looking for a government job, security of profession, or parents have pushed them into this. They don't know passion. They don't know attitude. They don't feel the pride and honor of wearing the uniform for the nation. So when we find that glitter of patriotism is lacking in their eyes, we will not select. So the real mindset should be to wear the uniform as a sign of honor and pride. Also, we are looking for youngsters who are having certain qualities which we are looking for, who got good moral values, got good upbringing also to some extent, and youngsters who are cheerful, youngsters who have adventurous nature as a second skin, also youngsters who wants to do something in their life towards national building and towards the safeguard of this nation from the enemies. So it's not a job, it's not a profession like any other profession. This is a honorable, honest profession, which is a kind of tribute to the nation, tribute to the motherland. That's a feeling I want to see in the candidate. So when we select the armed force officer, definitely all of us, all the three assessors, interviewing officer, GTO, psychologist, we all will look into this aspect. Is this candidate a job seeker, or he's got a passion to wear uniform? So this is very important as a mindset.
Okay? Yes, sir. Very rightly pointed out, sir. Basically, forces are needing person who can serve the nation, not just seek for a job. Because as very well pointed out by late CDS, General Bipin Rawat sir as well, कि फौज में है ना प्रॉपर नौकरी के लिए नहीं आई हैं, क्योंकि वरना रेलवेज और बाकी नौकरियां भी हैं. I think, sir, the candidates out here as can be.
This is a very favorite question with assessor may ask them, why you want to join the armed forces? So a lot of candidates, coached candidates mostly, they go with the ready-made answer, which has been by hearted or rather tutored by somebody. So the moment you वो तोता जैसे आप बोलने शुरू कर देते ना हाँ इस वजह से मैं आर्मी ऑफिसर बनना चाहता हूँ I'll see through you यार I'll see your body language and when you are bluffing I will come to know. Imagine a candidate who is overweight say 90 kg weight है वो बोलता है मेरे को बचपन से फौज में आने की पैशन है मेरे को ड्रीम है फौज में आना है उसको देखने से नहीं पता चलता झूठ बोल रहा है How come you have become obese like this then? If it is a childhood dream, that means you are cheating yourself. So don't bluff us because the moment you start bluffing us, then you already lost the war. You already lost the game.
Yes, sir.
I will not select you.
You pointed out a very good point, sir, regarding this that lost the war because sir, SSB is all about war at the end of the day, and it's the selection for war.
It's not war. You're not fighting with the enemy. Your enemy is within yourself only.
Exactly, sir.
You are fighting with your own fears, which are the enemies.
Rightly, sir.
Got it?
Yes, sir. So the next question is there are a lot of things we have to change in the day-to-day routine work. And as an officer and as a person who is going for SSB, what all piece of things any candidate should change in their day-to-day routine activity or else particularly for SSB and life in general so that they can excel in SSB? Because काफ़ी कैंडिडेट्स आते हैं सर जिनके बेसिक जनरल क्वेश्चंस रहते हैं कि हमें अपनी पर्सनालिटी में ऐसे क्या डेवलप करें जो कि एक फौजी लाइक हो सर व्हाट वुड बी थिंग्स व्हिच यू वुड
Okay, very good question. This is a very important question which need to be answered before you even embark upon preparing for armed forces officer selection. Tell me one thing: if you want to make a beautiful building, okay, beautiful building like Taj Mahal or chalo Taj Mahal chhod do, any beautiful building which has to be durable, will you first make the foundation or not? Suppose say you didn't bother about the foundation much. If the foundation is fragile or it is very weak, can the building sustain? Building को durability मिलेगा? So exactly that is how a personality is built up. Now for a personality also, for anybody, there is a very important requirement for constructing the foundation, that is solid foundation. अब आप पूछेंगे foundation क्या है इसमें? Let me tell you, foundation are threefold. Rather, there are three materials in this foundation. The most important is general awareness. Number two is communication skill. Number three is physical and mental fitness. Now, if you don't bother about these three inputs or three factors, you started preparing for SSB as if anybody else doing a coaching, you are making a sand castle. Sand castle कितने दिन रहेगा? 2 दिन. And sand castle बनाने वाले उसके अंदर रह नहीं सकता. This is what precisely happens to the coached candidates. They don't bother about the foundation. They're only building up some kind of something which the coaching academy is doing, and they reach the SSB as if they have done a great thing. And you are only chasing a wild goose. It is illusional. They cannot clear SSB like this. It is like you are chasing a mirage. Right? So please understand, for every candidate today listening to me, you and me, they should understand the first and foremost preparation should start from the foundation, which means they must start working on their general awareness, good communication skill, and good fitness, mental and physical. Up to give little further light into what I said right now, what is general awareness? General awareness is a very broad spectrum. General awareness will come from many factors and sources. What are they? First is good current affairs knowledge. Second is good GK, right? And the third is alertness to the immediate environment. And there is one more thing very important, that is experience in life. Because experience gives you knowledge. You have been in the Navy, you have cleared SSB, you are rank 1 or 2. What was your rank?
It was 2, sir.
2. So I am sure you would have done good general awareness preparation or not?
Yes, sir.
Otherwise, you wouldn't have been there. Right. So, general awareness is a very important factor to become a leader in life. It is not only for SSB, for any leadership you want to do in life, you want to be leader for life, you have to have your broader base of general awareness. Okay, and connecting with the environment also very important. That means you should be alert to the environment. Now, unfortunately, you will find all the three things are missing in mostly youngsters these days. ये यंगस्टर्स की गलती नहीं है. The society has put such a kind of environment around that these things are not given any importance outside. Nobody is bothered about the general awareness. Nobody is bothered about communication skill also. Nobody is bothered about fitness also. Everybody is running behind money probably or running behind passing examinations. कैसे भी pass करो type. So naturally, you are only by hearting your textbook and writing examinations. Most of the time, youngsters are doing this. They got no time for anything else. So the whole education system, something is missing here. Something is amiss. So the point I want to tell you is general awareness is very, very important. Why this is so important is there is one more reason. Because there is something called mental age. What is your age now?
I'm 23, sir.
23. Suppose when I speak to you or when you speak to me, our subconscious mind is always gauging the other person. हम मेजर करते रहते हैं दूसरे पे हमेशा. जब भी आप समझ में नहीं आता लेकिन हम मेजर करते रहते हैं. Suppose when I speak to you, you don't look like 23 to me. When you speak to me, you talk like a 12-year-old child to me. Because your knowledge is that much. I'm just giving an example, okay? ऐसे नहीं तो तुम SSB पास नहीं होते. So you have your mental age correct, okay? But I'm saying an example. Suppose when I see a candidate, his age is 22 or 23, but he speaks the language of a 12-year-old youngster. His knowledge is 12-year-old. His body language is also 12-year-old. He is behaving like a youngster to me or a teenager to me. Now, I have gauged his assessment में जो हम लोग करते हैं तो हम आपकी mental age को देख लिए. जब भी आप adult होना चाहिए, लेकिन आपकी mental age है बच्चे की. Childish. So there is a huge gap between your mental age and physical age. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So when there is a huge gap of mental age and physical age, I'm not happy with you. I will not say so. But if this gap is narrowed down, it is very less, still I will be ready to take you because I don't get perfect youngsters. थोड़ा सा gap है. I am giving you that, excuse or you may say, चलो कोई बात नहीं है. I will take you. You know why? Because you have a academic training ahead. So in the academic training, I am going to sort out these small issues. But you have to give me the mind and behavior and action of an adult if you're an adult. So when I select, this is a very important aspect. That's the reason general awareness is very important. Suppose your general awareness is poor, you will behave like a youngster only or teenager. Because दिमाग teenager का है, knowledge नहीं है. अब मान लो कनाल में पानी कहां से आएगा जब रिजर्वायर में ही पानी नहीं है. So this is how you put up a very poor show at the SSB and assessors are not happy with it. And ये चीज बहुत लोगों को पता नहीं है अभी भी. जो बंदे आते हैं for SSB prepare करने के लिए, they don't really work on the general awareness because everybody wants shortcuts. हम सारे shortcut master हैं. We look for shortcuts to become officer. Not only officer, जिंदगी में कुछ भी करने के लिए हम shortcut ढूंढते हैं. जुगाड़ बताओ. सच में हम जुगाड़ के पीछे जाते हैं. Because we don't want to walk the complete route. We want to fly over it. It's not possible in SSB. It's absolutely not possible. This is the reason. So एक चीज मैंने बोला जनरल अवेयरनेस, उसके लिए आपको मेहनत करना पड़ेगा. So ये नहीं कि 2 हफ्ते 3 हफ्ते 1 महीने में आपकी जनरल अवेयरनेस बढ़ेगा. So you need to read newspapers every day. You must look for the news channels. You must keep discussing what is happening in the geopolitical situations. You must be assessment of others, experts on the subject. उनकी opinion उसको discuss among youngsters. You have correct culture of general awareness. That is one thing. That is how your mental age will improve to become a mature person. So your ideas are better, your imagination level is better, your talking skills, and you have tall personality and your other good things. Second thing I told about is communication. कम्युनिकेशन स्किल में थोड़ा सा एक्सप्लेनेशन है. इट इज वर्बल एंड नॉन वर्बल. Verbal is what you speak, non-verbal is what you write. So you should be able to express yourself in a confident manner, in a convincing manner, which means your expression should be logical in nature. जरूरी नहीं है कि आपको इंग्लिश में बोलना है एसएसबी में. So English is good for you because it's an international language. As an officer, you will be traveling all over the world. You are traveling in India, the best army in the world. So your English should be good. चलो अब इतने अच्छे नहीं है, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. क्यों? I'll still select you, provided you speak garbage, garbage कोई बात कर रहे हो. अब बात करने में कोई कनेक्शन नहीं है. haphazardly बोल रहे हो आप. I will not say. So you should be able to speak with confidence, without a stutter. You should not start stammering. So आप इंग्लिश हिंदी मिक्स करो, कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. वे आई एम स्पीकिंग नाउ, बट इट शुड मेक सेंस एंड इट शुड नो ऑडिबल. इट बी वेरी क्लियरली अंडरस्टैंड क्या बोल रहे हो और राइट है. बहुत ज्यादा नहीं बोलना है. Precise and concise. And literally, we call it creative writing. आप मन की बात है, आप लिखने लायक होना चाहिए. That is English. Is it clear to what I am saying?
Yes.
Okay. अगर आप क्लियरली नहीं पाते हैं जो आप मन में है, सोच है, thoughts are coming in your mind, but you are not able to express it in the paper, then your psychology, dossier will be bad. Because there you don't speak to psychologist. You're writing down everything what you have in your mind and psychologist is going to read it. So your expression in the paper is poor. That means your creative writing needs improvement. So this is a major problem. So आपको मेहनत करना होगा. Every candidate who is an aspirant, they must work on the writing skills, prose writing skills also, and speaking skill also. They should improve their vocabulary. ये भी प्रॉब्लम है. वोकैबुलरी बिल्कुल जीरो है आज के जमाने में. एक तो स्पेल चेक के चक्कर में आप स्पेलिंग नहीं पढ़ते हो. आजकल कहाँ भी स्पेल चेक हो रहे हैं, मोबाइल में, लैपटॉप में आप स्पेल चेक. इस चक्कर में क्या है, आपको स्पेलिंग नहीं जानते. ग्रामर यू डोंट केयर अबाउट बिकॉज इवन सेंटेंसेस ऑल्सो आजकल बना बना के आता है ना. सो यू डोंट लर्न द ग्रामर ऑल्सो एंड द बेसिक्स आर मिसिंग. This is a very important aspect because in the SSB you will not carry any computers, you will not carry any mobiles. You are your own. There is no AI helping you there. Okay, so you have to be confident about this. Third and most important thing is physical fitness. Physical fitness means a healthy mind in a healthy body. You must look fit. You must come out with a confidence of fitness and a healthy fit mind also. So what is the expectation level? I am not saying you should be very muscled guy, ऐसे भी कोई जरूरत नहीं है, but you should look fit. You are going to be an army officer. You are going to be a model for others. You are a soldier and a leader among the soldiers. Good. So when I am going to select you, I am going to see you. How does he look like? Is he got a passion? Is he got a passion? If you don't have a passion, you would be looking sloppy. You would be obese. So that is a very important aspect of your expression that I mean business. I am serious about. And physical standards क्या होना चाहिए ये भी मैं बताता हूँ ताकि everybody could start doing something about it. The expected standard is 30 sit-ups. Notice what is sit-ups? 30 sit-ups. 30 push-ups. This is for men. Males के लिए बोल रहा हूँ. 30 push-ups, 30 sit-ups. Chin-ups, which we would expect you to be having the strength in your hands to pull you up your body at least 5 to 6 times, right? And running speed of at least 8 to 9 kilometers in an hour. कोई खास नहीं है. This is a starting point, beginners के लिए. 8-9 किलोमीटर आप आराम से जॉगिंग स्पीड में या चल के जॉगिंग करके यू शुड बी एबल टू कवर. इतना स्टैमिना शुरू में होना चाहिए. सो दिस इज एक्सपेक्टेशन लेवल. ये ऐसे नहीं कि आपको जवान की वजह से हम लोग को आप भगा देंगे, टाइमिंग ले लेंगे या पुशअप करा के देखेंगे. ऐसे कुछ नहीं. ऑफिसर सिलेक्शन में ऐसे कुछ नहीं होता है. बट ऑफिसर सिलेक्शन में वी हैव इंडिविजुअल ऑब्स्टिकल टास्क. But the expected standard your body should have is what I told you. Similarly, for the girls, the standard is slightly less. We would expect them to do 20 push-ups, which is not very easy. Most of the girls coming to join the armed forces, इनकी तमन्ना बहुत अच्छा है, लेकिन ग्राउंड में जीरो है. They can't do even 5 push-ups, but सपना रोज देखता है आर्मी ऑफिसर बन के टिकट गोली मार के घूम रहे हैं, स्टार बना के घूम रहा है, सेल्फी ले लेंगे सबके साथ. ये सब सपना में रहता है. जमीन में 5 पुशअप नहीं कर सकते. बॉयज का भी ये हालत है. तो सपना बहुत है, ड्रीमर्स है ये सारे. ग्राउंड में काम नहीं. क्यों? मेहनत करना नहीं है, सब कुछ शॉर्टकट पे चाहिए हम लोगों को. दैट्स द प्रॉब्लम विद द यूथ दिस डेज. आई एम नॉट दैट सेइंग, आई एम नॉट ब्लेमिंग. सोशल सेटअप ही ऐसी है, सोशल मिलियू ऐसी है. सो 20 push-ups standard होना चाहिए. That is how you look impressive there. 20 sit-ups for the girls and minimum 3 chin-ups. 3 chin-ups तो करना लायक होना चाहिए. And running speed continuously, even if they can do 6 to 7 kilometer in an hour, which is a walking speed, I am happy about it. इतना तो चाहिए. क्यों? ये भी नहीं है, इतनी भी कमजोरी है तो आपको हम कैसे ले जाएंगे एकेडमी में? एकेडमी में तो आप टांग तोड़ देंगे. That's the reason these days the overall standard of physical fitness is so poor these days. Dropout from NDA, dropout from IMA is almost 20% on physical damages. You understand what I'm saying? And girls normally get, I don't want to scare anybody, pelvic fractures, shin bone fractures. क्यों? जिंदगी में भागा ही नहीं. और उनकी गलती नहीं है, पेरेंट्स अलाउ नहीं करते. इंडिया में भारतीय नारी बनने की ट्रेनिंग होता है बचपन से. आर्मी ऑफिसर बनने की ट्रेनिंग तो है ही नहीं. सडनली उसको आर्मी ऑफिसर बनवाने की कोशिश कर रहा है, तो हो गया ना गड़बड़. तो दिस इज हाउ दे गेट इंजर्ड. सो आई वुड एक्सपेक्ट दिस मैसेज शुड गो फॉर अमंग द यंगस्टर्स so that they start doing these 3 aspects preparation before they start SSB preparation. ये जंप करके SSB नहीं जा सकते. You understand what I am saying?
Yes, sir.
So let's go systematically, and culmination should be SSB.
Yes,
The initial stage would be personality grooming, then the written examination will follow, if at all it is there, or NCC वालों के लिए direct जा सकता है. But the third stage would be the sharp preparation on military training.
Yes, sir.
तो ये क्या चाहते हैं अभी? कोई ये फर्स्ट जो फेस है ना, कोई नहीं करता है.
Yes.
सब एसएसबी कोचिंग 2 हफ्ता कर दिया, 3 हफ्ता कर दिया, एकेडमी उसको ठोके भेज दिया, एंड दे कम बैक विद द सेम स्पीड. दिस इज द रीजन ओवरऑल इंडिया में द स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ सिलेक्शन इन द एसएसबी इज 4 to 5% ओनली. 4 to 5% एसएसबी सिलेक्शन स्टैंडर्ड्स है. 95% comes back. That's a tragedy. But I'll be very happy to tell you, with a lot of pride, I would like to tell you, we have more than 35% selection standard. Olive Green Institute pushed 35% of our trained OGNs into that 5%. Last 1 month, I want to tell you with a lot of pride in this point, not that I'm telling to sell my institute. We have in the last January 24, 40 selections, just 1 month. That is known 40. कुछ बच्चे बताता भी नहीं है. क्यों? Especially, few people feel that कि merit list आने दो तब बता देंगे, they're little embarrassed on this. तो वो मेरे ख्याल में और 10% ऐसे भी हो सकता है, which they don't tell us. Because we don't have any, we don't keep going after them to find out who cleared. They themselves come and tell us. And all these 40 names you will find in Instagram also, you will find in Facebook. ऐसे नहीं कि हम ऐसे बाकी इंस्टीट्यूट ऐसे सट्टा मार रहे हैं. This actually there. Yes. And in this month of February, it is 12th now, we got 11 selections in this 12 days. This month only. So I am very proud to say that, we emphasize on training their mind. And anybody rings me up, anybody asks me, anybody approach me, youngsters, I tell them, beta, you have to start building the foundation now. Start minimum 3 months before. Minimum 3 months before. Don't jump to SSB like this, you will be disappointed. It is illusionary. So they must work on their foundation. Then they go for SSB, their selection probability is minimum 50% jump. Minimum 50% the probability is higher. Got my point here?
Yes.
You know it yourself, you are prepared for SSB.
Yes, sir.
Hasn't you worked for your, haven't you worked for your general awareness?
Sir, very well worked, sir.
Yes. And you should, and you look physically fit also, तो तुम वो भी काम किया होगा.
Yes, sir. Sir, very well pointed out regarding three important highlights which I would love to summarize. That first is general awareness, which is also known as basic awareness. Secondly, about communication skills, which is not only verbal but non-verbal as well. Thirdly is the physical and mental fitness, which sir has very well covered in a detailed way. Otherwise, it's all about trainability at the end of the day. Because
तो हम क्या करते हैं ना, written examination की 2 महीने के हमारे, we are giving 2 months of written examination preparation, which can go to 3 months also at times, right? Mostly 2 months देते हैं. So that's the time only we emphasize on their general awareness also. We emphasize on their communication skill also. So what we do in our hostel, we got classrooms made. So every day evening, after coming from the institute hours, because institute hours is pretty long, 9 hours, we start from 9 o'clock to, evening 6 o'clock training time in the institute. After that also, we train them on communication skill and general awareness in the evening hours also. 2 hours of the study period, we do the under supervision. And no mobiles to be touched in these training times. Very strictly.
yes,
So that is how we put them into this foundation which I was talking to you.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. And
You do that.
that's the best part because national average अभी अगर सर कह रहे हैं 4% है तो in a very
कभी कभी 4 to 5%, exactly 4 नहीं है,
yes,
4-5% is.
and there you go with the institute which sir has pointed regarding olive green has got 35% success ratio, more than that, and that is the best part because sir has covered everything in detail which I have never found anywhere during my preparation zone as well. So thank you so much, sir, covering SSB's mindset in detail and in particular, which no doubt all the candidates and all the persons out here watching, whosoever are preparing or aspiring for defense services as a career opportunity, would love to hear and definitely will implement. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing your valuable time and valuable things.
Thank you. Thank you.